Alright, cool. There you go. Sorry about that. I had to do some stuff. Sorry about the black screen at least. It's a thing that can happen. Anyway, let's get started on this. So, welcome back everybody to the morning drawings. Yeah. Yeah. I just woke up. Well, not technically, I did not woke up. I just did not have the time to do the stuff I wanted. You know, getting everything done. So today we're going to be fixing this a little bit here, and we can start. Alright, so what needs to be fixed? Well, the lines need to be fixed. You see all these little how do you say, these gibberish lines that we don't want. So let's see, we want to make sure that we have this off, and then we can start on the drawing itself. So that is not this, that is this one, right? Yes. So this is the color, this is the line, and this is the texture. Alright, cool. So we want to actually erase some of the little bits that are out of shape. And that needs to be done because otherwise we will have a very terrible drawing to be looking at. And to fix that is important. So that's what we're going to be doing today. We're going to be doing that because that's the first thing we need to do. So where do I start? Well, I will start right over here. That's a fine place to start. So as you can see, a lot of the drawing is like, you have these big giant lines created by, well, the drawing itself. And to get rid of that is important. So yeah, we're gonna do that. And then after that, well, it's gonna be funny. Well, it's gonna be great. Not funny, great. So yeah, that's what we're doing right now. We're fixing up problems that have been created by, well, everything else. And if we fix it, we will be able to do a lot more stuff. Because, you want to have like a decent drawing, so you also need to have, you need to make sure that you do so. And if you don't, well, it won't work. So, yeah. That's the thing that I'm going to be doing. We have these type of approaches, and, well, there's a lot of gaps in the drawing itself, as you can see. And we need to get rid of that. It's not a lot of work, but it is work indeed. Allow me to just get to, yeah, there you go. So the amount of stuff that we need to do is a lot. Yeah, it is. Because of all the well, not outskirt, but it's a lot of work, that's for sure. And we even might be even lowering it down to 3, right? Yes, we do. Awesome. Because we want to get this as good as possible, and then, and we can finally start on doing things. As you can see here, you see these lines. Those are the real lines. The ones that are behind that are actually, the color itself that is put there. We don't want that. We don't need that. We don't want any of that. We don't want any of those gibberish drawn lines in our drawing. Sometimes they are hard to see, sometimes they are not. Depends all solely on whether or not, the drawing itself looks nice. So yeah, and once we're fixing that, we can then finally start on getting the important stuff done. Like, what is important? Yeah, getting the second color done. And you know, once we have the second color done, we can then do the third color, and then the fourth color, and then, you know, you add up the colors until you have the right amount of colors for the charcoal skin. It's already looking good, don't get me wrong here, but we all know that that is not what we want. We want actually to have, you know, an improved version, so we need to do more than just that. For instance, if we can look at this, we can see like, oh well, here, over here, that part, that is not doable. So yeah, and then we can look like, let's see, right over here there is a, yeah. You can already see what needs to be colored in and what doesn't. It's all, you know, it's all in the mind. It's just a lot of busy work. That's all I'm gonna say. Lots of busy work. Because, you know, you need to do it regardless of what you did before. Because if you don't, it will look bad. And if it looks bad, well, you know, you ain't gonna be looking good at a drawing. It's like, why is this so sluggish made? And it's like, no, that's not my style. So yeah. And because I drew like, you know, pretty rough. I drew pretty rough on the coloring part, and that is a mistake. We should have actually worked with the lines, then we did not have that much to redo. Oh well, you know, you're never too old to learn things, especially these things. So, as you can see, all these lovely lines that are drawn here, those are all fake. Yeah, we don't want that. Of course, you know, this is just, you know, a drawing, and eventually, no, you're gonna see like, oh well, once we have the second color in, this will be looking way better. And I mean like way better. Yeah, totally. Let's see. Oh wait, that one does not need to be removed then, I believe. Yes, it doesn't, because that's actually true. Alright, let's see. That one is correct, that one is correct. Here. Yes, alright. Move upwards. And this is, yeah. Now we're gonna go to the second one. Look at that. Right there. Yeah, you go. You see, you can see them sometimes really quickly. You get used to it. Looking at them like, oh well, that's a terrible line, and then you realize like, oh wait, that's not a line, not a line at all. This is a line, that is not, this is not a line. Alright, cool. And then eventually, you know, we are getting there. It's just, you know, taking a little bit of time to get to the right moment upon it. Most of the cases is like, you know, it's a little bit of busy work, and then, you know, once we're finally able to get to the second color, we will get a way less problematic because then we don't have to work with the lines anymore, because the lines already are, you know, we can see where the lines are, so we don't draw over them too much, and then, you know, everything will be fixed quite quickly. The main idea here is just, you know, drawing things and then get to from point A to point B. That's the main idea here. You can see like, oh no, this is a thing and that's a thing, and then, you know, it is more recognizable if you use the right amount of stuff. And you can also see like the lots of the drawing parts here. For instance, here, right there, that is like, ooh, we don't want that. You can already see that most of the outlines are, well, you know, done properly, but some of them are horribly done. And then there you go. Easy fixables. It is quite easy. It's just tiny bits that need to be fixed. It's not a big deal, really. It's only a big deal once need to be. Alright, let's see. No. No. Alright. Whew. This one is a tough one. Because most of it is already done correctly. Just, you know, the tiny bits that are difficult to draw. Here, this thing right here, and that. Then that should be done. Yes, awesome. And this is already creating shading. By just, you know, one color, it already creates this effect, which is really nice. It is indeed very difficult to see, but it is already there, the shading of it, because of the textures that are created, that we created before. But yeah, we just need to fix the little things in this, you know, the ugly lines that are drawn by the amount of stuff needed. Whew, alright, let's see. Now this one right there should be fine, really. Just getting rid of all the ugly lines is quite important. Right. This is actually quite amazing to see that, you know, this is like that. Alright. Cool. Let's see. But yeah, the amount of stuff that are actually drawn in. I did some sloppy work here. It's not a lot, but it's still annoying that I need to do this, but it is necessary. No matter how small or big the problem is, you need to fix it, otherwise your thing will go bad. You're not gonna sell a rotten apple to a customer. That's the worst thing you could do. Unless you want to make profit, but no, just no. You don't sell it. Even for profit, you don't sell it. A rotten apple is rotten to the core. If that person drops dead, then it is your fault. Indeed, because you sold it. And that's why, it's important that we do this. That's why we do this. We don't want to sell a rotten apple to a customer. We don't want to show us. We don't want to show a famous person, hey, look at this. This is a rotten apple. And I'm like, right. So yeah, we don't want that. Oh hell no, we don't want that. We don't want that. Definitely don't want that. So yeah. Anyway. Ooh. A little bit of coloring there. There. Boom. So yeah, we're gonna fix it. We're gonna fix it. No, don't you worry about that. We just need to make sure that everything that we do right now is, well, in the interest of what we're doing. One of those things is, making sure that all this hard work of us is not going to waste. Alright, let's see. There you go, and that's the thing right there. Wow. I didn't expect that. Alright. Right over there needs to be fixed. This spot over here. Get it downwards, get it downwards, get it downwards, get it downwards. Alright. Awesome. Alright. Now what? Let's see. It's quite funny how much stuff we are actually doing right now, just to get things correctly done. It's insane. Wait, that's it. That's still a line. No, we cannot remove that. Alright, cool. Alright. Now let's see what we are, how far we are. Let's see. So there. I believe we're almost done with this madness of a. Almost. We're getting close to it. Look at that. As I said, most of it is just, the line that has been used, and then, we're just getting rid of the second line that has been created by the erasing. Though it's sometimes difficult to tell because of all the, rocks. The Rocksteady experience. Which can lead to certain types of problems, yes, but, most of the times it is fine. It's fine. We just need to be a little bit careful how we approach these things. Because we don't want to erase everything. That is not our goal. Our goal is to get rid of some of it, not all of it. Sometimes that is indeed very hard to do. So yeah, after this, of course, we will be able to get, after we're done with this, we will be fine. We are actually going to be in a very good state here. Because then we can finally start with the coloring of this thing, and then once we start coloring, things will look even better than before. I imagine that. Get rid of it. So yeah, let's see. All right. Jeez Louise, that's a lot. Let's see. Alright, move down here. You can exactly see what I mean here. These lines here, these ugly lines, they need to be rid of. They don't represent the line that we want. And the whole drawing is full then. Why? I don't know why they are with that, but the main issue is that we need to do that anyway. Holy hell. It's a lot of work for a simple drawing. And that is indeed how you draw. It's like, you need to do the coloring as well as the drawing. And both need to be accurate. If you don't do that, then, well, sucks to be you. Can't put this. Nope. Alright. So much time, so much work. I mean, obviously, this is not a lot of stuff that I need to do, but it does make a good impression later on. I mean, honestly, Once you're done with all the big giant things, then, well, you know, small things even matter. Do they matter? Yes, they do. All the time. Everything matters. Even the tiny bits. Even the tiny bits. Without the tiny bits, the big bits don't matter. Without the big bits, the tiny bits don't matter. So they're all, you know, connected. Alright. Alright, let's see. So we have that. That. There you go. Erase that. Of course, I'm not doing a lot of erasing. I'm just erasing the little bits here. There. The main issue that I'm having like now is like I want to do the coloring part, but I can't unless, you know, I fix everything. That's the main issue, and we need to do that. And afterwards, you know, that should be fine. I don't mind actually, you know, working on this 24/7. This is a fun drawing to do, and get things started is the hardest part. I believe myself it is the hardest part. Alright, now that is indeed a thing. Yeah, yeah. It's always lovely to see stuff and then, you know, you realize like, oh well, that sucks. Alright. Alright, let's see. We're done? Probably. Yes, yes, yes. No. Alright. Cool. Nice. Alright, that's decent, right? Oh, I see something here. Something spooky. Don't want that. Don't want that. I know that I was forgetting here something. Any more? No. No. Well, a little bit over here, but for the rest. Good. Awesome. Alright. Let's get started on the second color then. So since we have this color right now, we need the negative again. Yes, we need negative again. So we need the negative again, which causes, this. Now we need to close this down and pick up a new color. Which color we're gonna go for? Well, we have our gray, so now we need to get our darker gray. So it's gonna be like this. I believe that's the right color. Yeah, that's a little bit disappointing. Oh well. Time to put this back on hold and make it ourselves a little bit darker. Yeah, that's good enough. Now hopefully, this will be causing, the color to be quite looking good, but I doubt it. Because we need more colors than that. I'm certain of it. Right. Yeah, let's see, here needs to be a little bit there. Now let's see if that works like that. So if we now get the blending tool in, does that work? Yes, it does. Awesome. Cool. That's already creating cool effects. Nice. Alright. That does create a cool effect. Alright, that's awesome. This is awesome. Alright, cool. So we're slowly and steadily making progress here. Nice. And come on. Thank you. Where's this one then be? Not enough, but should be fine. Right. So let's see. There you go. And So, let's see. Right. This should create the effect that I want. Yes. Of course, I don't want to do the dotting. I just want to get, the effect there. So that's why I'm putting little bits on. Still though, it does create a cool effect. So if we now look already to it, yeah, that does already create the effect that I want. Nice. So, the more we do that, the better it gets. The better it gets, the more stuff we don't have to worry about. Awesome. Which is actually quite cool and fascinating that these things work like that. Of course, it's not a lot of stuff that needs to be done. It's just, tiny bits, but tiny bits together are indeed a long thing that you need to worry about. But you don't have to worry about it if you are using it too much. I believe this is enough, right? So yeah. I can also see where I now need to do another, erasing party, but we will get there. Just 1 second, that. But yeah. As you can see where it needs to be done, that's exactly where also the color lies. So right here needs to be erased. So if I'm smart, I see it, I erase it. I see it, I erase it. I see it, I erase it. Therefore, it is not existing, and therefore I will be able to fix things that I did before. So I see it, I erase it. I see it, I erase it. Then, things won't go that bad. Oh, 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 oh. Alright. Going back again on that one. It's quite fascinating how much stuff I can actually pull off with this. Which is amazing. I must say that myself. It's quite amazing that I could do that. Sadly enough, I see it, I erase it. All these little bits there and there, they will be gone. But just, looking at it. Which makes things a hell of a lot easier. But because we did already the most part of it, we don't have to worry about it too much. So going back there, and then, see it, I erase it. And if I don't see it, then it's good, because then actually it is not a problem in the naked eye. If it's not a problem in the naked eye, I should not be I should not be worried that much about it. That's there you go. Alright. Now I see it, I erase it. That's the main goal here. No, 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 yes. No, yes. And then that's how we're gonna do it. I see it, I erase it. Alright. Now erase the parts that, you know, are visible. Yep, there you go. Easy. Now we can already see the difference between 1 and 2, right? A little bit, yeah. Yeah, we can see difference between 1 and 2, but it's not yet fully different. The rock texture is not yet fully done. Because we're only using one color and two colors, it does not make any difference. If we want to truly have difference, we need to have like 4 colors on this one. And that's what I'm keeping telling myself. I always need to do 4 colors on these things, because otherwise, you know, the drawing won't work. Well, the drawing will work. It's just, you know, it's a little bit not looking great. So yeah. So the amount of stuff I'm going to be doing here is, well, it is amazing how much stuff I'm going to be doing, but it's not a lot if I'm just be curious about it. Also, I actually have good news. Well, technically it's not good news, but it is good news for me, because that means that, you know, looks like bots are back on the menu, boys. Yeah, boy, bots. Got those nice little comments again about pornographic sites, which means, you know, I had to do some busy work lately. It's annoying when those things strike, you know. But it means that, you know, hey, you know, bots are active again. Well, that means that things are getting better. For sure. That means that if bots can find me, hey, you know, if bots can find me, then everybody can find me. And that makes things way better. Because if bots can find you, then, well, everybody can find you. And if everybody can find you, then, well, you know, things ain't so bad as they look like. Also, I see erasing. I need to do erasing. I see erasing, I do erasing, and then, you know, I start erasing again. See? Easy. That's how you do it. Alright. No, that's fine. See erasing, I do erasing again. Come on. Stat. Stat. Do it on the same layer again. And boom. You see it, you erase it. Alright, then go back to drawing that. Oh. Need to do the... Forgot about that. See erasing, I do erasing. Not there, I need to be here. Oh, let's see. So this is all fine. Yep. Fine, fine, fine. Done. Fine. This place does have its own things. Yes. See erasing, I do erasing. I see erasing, I do erasing. And now if we are going here, erase that part as well. It won't be visible anymore. Nice. Actually quite smart idea. Just to draw over, just you know, get the shading in, and so you know you see what's gonna be dark and what's gonna be not dark at all. And then you know you have this effect. See erasing, I do erasing. Yep. Right. Right. I see erasing, I do erasing. That's gonna be the thing that I'm gonna be doing now. I see erasing, I do erasing. Where do I see erase? Where do I see things? You see it right here, I see it there, see it right there, see it right there, there. Right here I see it. And that is there you go. There it is, right? Yes, and then I need to do it on the same one layer as well. Quite fascinating. Alright, now we're gonna go back to coloring. It's quite fun actually, this. Just, you know, casually coloring things up. getting a dark color into it. And then, eventually, once we have that color in, we can then, start with a new color and then put another color into it as well. Like, you have 4 colors into one. 1 hour yet. Nice. Actually making fast progress. Making fast progress then. That's actually quite important. That means that a lot of work that I done is actually quite fast. That means I see stuff, I erase stuff, and it works apparently. And the progress actually goes fast, and the faster I go, the better I go, the more stuff I actually collect and done. Ooh. So let's see. Ooh. So yeah, lots of stuff that I had to erase, and I can see it. That means that, everything works fine. That is actually absolutely awesome. And we need to erase that part here. Yes, thank you. Over there as well. Right here, and then once that is done, I can erase it as well here, there. Awesome. And this is really helping. This is actually really helping. Even though it's only even though it's only 2 colors, it does help a lot. And even though it's 2 colors, it means that a lot of stuff we are doing now is actually created really well effects, and that's important. Alright. Awesome. So now we're going to erase button party and go around the Congo line, and then go back, erase that part, and then boosh kaboom, it's all gone. Yeah, this is smart business. Oh yeah. Alright, so back again, go back here. So yeah, we are working progress here. This is work in progress. I'm really proud upon how far we are getting here, and how much stuff we're actually getting done, which is important. Getting stuff done is actually quite important indeed. Apparently, a lot of stuff that we did. So like here, and then there. Go. Of course, this is like a hard base thing, and then after that, after doing the shading, that will create the effect that we want. Even though this might look a little bit too harsh sometimes, but the color does work. So yeah. So we can see stuff, we can note stuff, and this already gives the shaping. And shaping is indeed important. So we see the stuff, we erase the stuff. We see that there is a line here that is not supposed to be there. We see that there is a line here that is not supposed to be there. We see a line here that's not supposed to be there, and then we erase it. We erase it all. Even though it might not look like it, but we're erasing it. And then once we're going back to this one, we can now successfully say like, oh well, look at that, we erased it. And that is the power of, seeing stuff. We see it, we erase it. We don't see it, we don't erase it. Simple as that. Simple as that. And it is actually quite funny to see. Alright, lovely. Looks like I did actually not a very good job here on this part here. We need to actually get that running. We don't need like an insane amount of stuff here. Alright, so again, pick up the color, pick up the line, draw the line underneath it, draw it where the shading is supposed to be. So right here, draw it where it needs to be, 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 and then pick up the blending tool, erase it, and then get the blending tool up and running. Do shaky movements so that you have like a good grip on it. Then you see the line, you erase it. So you're going back to the layer because you could not see the first one, and then boosh kaboom. Just draw all over it. You know where it is, you know where it is, you know where you're not supposed to be. Then you pick up the other one and you erase the parts that you saw. So right here, you saw that, boom. It doesn't matter that you now, get a lot more stuff, but yeah, it works, it works. So now we've done that. Now we're going back again. Lovely repetitive work. I love it. Honestly, actually, I do. I actually love repetitive work, especially this kind of thing, because you learn how to get things up and running. Like for instance, these things right here, they have all these shading that we need to do, and well, we erase the stuff that we don't see. We don't erase the stuff that we don't see, and then that is a thing. So we'll pick up the blending tool. We're gonna go for that. Get up and then like that. And the more texture, the better the blending will be. So that's the whole thing about these rocks. They will look better the more blending, the more texture you implement into them, which makes it even better. So we see what we don't see, and what we do see, we erase. So we see that there is a problem here, there is a problem there, there's a problem right here. Alright, and now we erase. So we're gonna go on this one, erase that part, erase that part, erase that part, and then we're just casually getting rid of the things that we don't want. Alright, cool. And we're moving up, and we're moving downwards. And you repeat the process, and that's the lovely stuff of this. Which is actually amazing that this is actually how it works. Oh, lovely. And you do just the same thing again. Erase the parts that you don't want to see. And the better you do it, the less you have to erase. That's the whole idea of it. Now we need to get the erase button up. Erase the parts that we don't see. So here, here, right over there, and right over there we see it. Alright, and now we're doing the same on this one. And boom, it's gone. Awesome. Pick up the thing again, do the same thing all over again. not the blending tool, please. Thank you. Alright. It's actually fascinating how much time, how fast it actually gets done. You know, we're just coloring in one color and it's already like an hour in because we had to erase a lot of, you know, debris that we had before, and now, you know, we are already at one color. So I must say that's actually quite quick. Of course, you know, that's what I always say when things go my way. So yeah, let's see, this, there, and there. Yes. Now we're gonna go for, you know, the blending tool again. That's not what I wanted. That's not the blending tool. Jeez Louise. That's not the blending tool. That's the other tool. That is not the tool that we wanted. We wanted to have the blending tool. We want to have the erase tool on this one. We want to have the blending tool on this one. Yes. Alright, cool. It's quite funny how, you know, all this, you know, shading actually causes, you know, me to see where I overdrew things or where I did not or where I overcolored things and where I didn't, because, you know, so yeah, it's quite amazing that that is a thing that happened. So I'm just, you know, casually moving down and erasing the stuff that we don't see, and then, you know, eventually, you know, we will see that, you know, it's like, oh well, look at that, that's not what there was in the first place. And then, you know, once we're going with the second erasing tool, we actually erased a lot of the debris that we didn't saw, and that makes it even better because, you know, we saw it not, so therefore we erase it. And then, you know, the next color is even easier to do because, you know, we don't have to erase anything. We already saw everything upon it. And boom, baby. That looks already a little more realistic than, you know, the casual rock. We don't need a rock. We need a rock on the rock. That was a terrible rock joke. I must say that. But does that matter? Yes, it does matter sometimes, but, you know, sometimes it doesn't really matter that much. But yeah, these colors are just, you know, the casual colors that we need. So they're not even there for, you know, the main shading. They're just for the shaping, not the shading. Shaping. And then once we're done with that, you know, we can then, you know, create the cracks and all that stuff. So then we need to color the cracks up, and then, you know, well, first we need to highlight, and then we need to do the crack up. So that's why we need like have 4 colors or 5. Depends on the situation. It all depends on the situation. It all depends on what and what not. So whether I not or want to do it. So such a lovely day. And the best thing is I'm actually doing the coloring. Oh yeah. I mean, really. It does increase a lot of effects that I'm actually doing right now. Alright. Now, since that we don't, now we're gonna go for the I don't see what I don't see. Well, I don't see this, I don't see that. And the more stuff we erase, the better it gets. because it creates less shaping or distortion in the shapes. So we don't see that, we don't see this, we don't see that. And we're using the big giant brush, so we're using the big eraser, so the erasing is instant, which is good. So we didn't see that, we didn't see that. We don't see that, we don't see that, neither that, and neither that, neither that. Now we're gonna go back, we're gonna go to the erasing part. So what did we not see? Well, we did not see that, we did not see that. We didn't see that either. So yeah, we're just casually, you know, casually moving away from the color. We're erasing all the stuff that we didn't saw, which is amazing. And a lot of the coloring will be like, well, alright, well, that's a shame. Control Z on that one. But yes, I like to have that. That would be lovely. Thank you. Alright, cool. Now we did that again. So we did now 2. So only how many left? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 9 tentacles left. And how much time? Ooh, 43 minutes. Wow, that's decent. That's doable. That's a doable area. Yeah. That's a true doable area. I'll tell you that. And I must say myself, I'm quite impressed upon how much stuff I did. So yeah. Alright. So that's what we're gonna be doing. We're just gonna be putting shape into it. And shaping does create character. Because, you know, shaping creates the effect that we want. We want to have this molten shape to it. We want to have like this molten rock or charcoal rock to it that you know, represents the, well, you know, corruption inside of the creation. Of course we're gonna put that, of course we're gonna do that consistency. So we need to do it again and again and again and again on multiple occasions. We don't need to do it once. We technically need to do it multiple times. So we need to do it not only now, we also need to do it at a later state. So we're gonna need to do it on, for instance, when we're drawing on the hands and all that stuff. We actually need to keep on the consistency in the drawing itself to give the feeling of, yeah, this guy has a molten rock skin that is, well, you know, a side effect of corruption. He has this rock on his skin, and and his skin is actually lighting up like a torch, which of course is a cool effect. Don't get me wrong there, but you know, we need to keep it consistent. So we need to do it again and again and again. So if we're working on parts that, you know, have it, you know, we need to do it. So it's not only the hair we need to be worried about, we also need to put it on somewhere like, you know, the skin and all that stuff. But we need to do it in such a degree that it doesn't, you know, affect the character too much, otherwise it won't work. Which is the problem. Alright. Now that we see what we don't see, we are gonna do the same thing again. Where don't we see things? Well, that's the idea. We don't see stuff, we erase it. We see stuff, we don't erase it. So, right over here we don't see things. Here we don't see things. What? And that makes it all, you know, better. Because we're erasing stuff that we don't see. We don't erase stuff that we see, so yeah. What's the point about this? Well, the point is that, you know, because we're erasing stuff that we don't see, you just, you know, casually following the lines, and therefore, you know, perfecting the model, the shaping of the rocks. And if we then, you know, erase, you know, the other part of it, you know, the other part that, you know, has been erased, it won't matter. And therefore, you know, it is always, you know, it's always beneficial to do so, because it's great shaping, and the shaping is important for the drawing it to be, you know, look like. That was a terrible explanation, but I hope you guys get it. I hope everybody gets it. Yeah, I hope everybody gets it. Even you know, a little child can understand what I just said. I think, probably, maybe, if I would explain it even further. It's not like I'm stealing candy from a baby, really. Technically, stealing candy from a baby is actually quite hard. Though it is a quite fun, how do you say that? Ooh. Why is it always that I have trouble with words that are not native to my language? Maybe because I'm not native to that language that I'm now speaking? Yep. Great old language that you don't speak. If you want to speak a terrible language that is terrible at pronunciations, well, look no further. The language I speak is actually quite cool, but it is quite understandable about most places, except certain parts. Yeah. It's quite funny that, you know, if a guy who speaks Swedish, you can understand. If a guy speaks Swiss, you can understand that. If a guy speaks German, you know, they can understand. You can understand them. And if you speak your language, they can understand you. What? How is this possible? Well, you know, that's how the language works. That's like how the language works. Because it is a grammatic language, everybody who speaks grammatic knows what you're saying. Well, not all the time. Depends on how well they're doing with, you know, not memory, but the other way. Not memory, but what do you say this one? If not memory. Come on, I know this one. Come on. It's not memory. It is more like vergelijkingen. Comparisons. Yes. If you're good at making comparisons and see between the thin lines, like, you know, oh well, because they said that, they must mean this, or, you know, they mean that. Some words, of course, you don't remember because, you know, they might be only from their language, and therefore, you know, you don't understand them. But if you put things apart, if you put things apart, you know most of it. Like, you understand a decent amount of the language that just has been spoken, which is quite amazing. Like what I did. Yesterday a guy was speaking Swiss to me, and I almost understand the whole damn meaning of what he was saying. I do it on the wrong layer. I'm doing it on the wrong layer. I need to do it on this layer first. You see it, you remove it. You see it, you remove it. You don't see it, you don't remove it. And that's the way to do things. Doing things like that is cool. Yada dee yada do. So yeah. it's quite funny to see that, uh, language barriers can, are not that difficult to see if you have like the same language. Well, not the same language, but the same native language that, it originated from. Ugh. Words. Words are not fun, especially if you want to talk to them. But yeah, the amount of stuff I learned from, just casually talking. Oh, oh, oh. A lot of pronunciations are quite easy to understand if you finally get the bigger picture. So yeah, that is what I'm doing right now. I'm just, I know that some people like to understand everything, and that's important to do. And if you understand everything, it means that you understand nothing, because therefore, if you understand everything, you should find out what they mean. And sometimes, a simple meaning is not always the same as a hard meaning. If you this is terrible explanation. Ugh, god damn it. If somebody talks to you with with just casual language, no fancy words or whatsoever, it doesn't mean anything. It means like, it means that he just wants to have a conversation with you. And the less difficult words you use, the more easier, more understandable you are to the other person. So yeah, that's why most people, like to use easy languages, like, well, English, for instance, because it's a very well spread language to communicate with. Even though, some people know how to speak German or, Dutch or whatever language, the other person speaks. It doesn't matter how much you know about the language. It only matters that, you have like a good conversation with the other person. So why not just, find an even ground and then talk with that language, because there's nothing more fun than just, talking to people, especially if you want to do something like, play a game or I don't know, have some dinner. It's quite important that, you understand how to make how it's quite important to tell somebody like, well, you want to make cake? Well, that's good, but you have a French cook, and you have a Bulgarian chef sauce, so good luck. And then you need to get everybody online. You need to get everybody on the same language, so that the easiest language that everybody understands, so that everybody knows what they do, what is asked from them. Even if the waiter is Polish, and then you have a German, whatever, a German fisherman just coming in ordering something, and then the waitress is like, yes, and then the waitress needs to talk to the cook, to the chef orders around, then the chef makes everything working, and blah blah blah. So yeah, it's important that you have like everybody has this everybody has like one go-to language, and that's why English is so easily to understand. Of course, English is not the easy. I don't know if English is actually the easiest language. No, I don't know actually. It depends on where you live, I think. Like, I think even that if you are in Indonesia, the Indian speaking Indian would actually be quite beneficial though, because you're close to the borders of them. So yeah, I don't know. English is a very good language to learn, and it's a very nice language actually. It has less problems with a lot of things actually. The main issue I always face with English is like, how do I write this? And then I realized, like, oh yes, writing it like that would actually work. It's quite funny how much stuff actually goes into writing. Like, you need to know when and what you need to do. So yeah. Oh, God damn it. Don't do that. Thank you. All right. Wait, what did I do? Why is there a big giant spooky line? There you go. Jeez Louise. Oh, 20 minutes in already? Dang it. Dang it. Dang it. This is getting a little bit out of hand. Well, not literally, just, it's a lot of work. And honestly, I don't mind that. Even though it's a lot of work, it doesn't mean anything. It just means that, a lot of the drawing here and there, creates this effect. The more texture you use on a rock, the better the look of the rock will be in the end, and the less, it will look stupid. So let's go again. You see it, you break it. You see it, you break it. You see it, you erase it. So where do I see things? Well, I see this, I see that, I see this, I see that. I see it, I erase it. And that's the main thing. That's the main course that I want to go for. I see it, I erase it. I don't see it, I don't erase it. And yeah, once that is done, I can just, casually remove the other line that I drew. So yeah, a lot of work, but worth it. Worth it in the end. Worth it at the end indeed. So, most of this, is just repeatable work, and it's always the same, but it's a good thing. Even though, you are, doing the same thing all over again and all over again, it might be demotivated. You need to remember that, you're doing this to get an end result. You're not doing this because, you want to color one color. No, you want to do this because you want to have an end result upon it. And so, once you have the end result, you're finished. And the end result is, we need to have 5 colors because we are only using the dark color now and the light color. Well, the medium color. So if we're going to go for a lighter color, we can actually get the 3rd color in, and then, we're adding a 4th color. Oh god, I made a mistake again. Do it the other way around. You see it, you erase it, and then do it again. And I don't mind actually this amount of stuff I need to do. It's a basic thing. It's a basic principle. Like you wanna get everything done. Well, you need to do it precisely. Otherwise, you might end up in the wrong side of a bar. And well, wrong sides of a bar are sometimes very annoying indeed. So yeah, look at that. Boom, baby. It's another one done. So how many left? 2, I believe, right? 2. 1, 2. Yeah. Alright, cool. And that makes it even better. Of course, you don't always have to rely on all the things you draw. It's just, it's all practice. Practice makes perfect anyway. That's what I always say. All of this is all, a realization of like, oh, how am I gonna do this? It's so much work. It's like, yeah, it's so much work, but if you do it in baby steps, then everything will work fine. You just have to figure out what you need to do and how you need to do it. And that is most likely the case. So that is also what I'm gonna be doing. I'm doing this in baby steps so that so that everybody here knows what to do. I'm doing just baby steps, and most of this will be just me drawing, and in the end it will have a good result. You see it, erase it. Then do the other one. You see it, you erase it. 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 Alright. Awesome. Now that we've done that, we can now get to this one and then say you see it, you erase it. Of course, this one has less problematical issues, so Alright. Alrighty then. And that is how much it is needed, right? That's all it needs to be. I still don't like this. I still don't like this. I still don't like it. Can I just erase it? Yeah, I can. Oh. Easy. Easy. Alright, cool. Now, since that we're done that, we have now the first color done. I believe, right? Yeah, we have the first color done. That's only the shading part. Yep, we did it. Alright, cool. So, since that we did only the shading part, oh wait, I did not fully done it. You see it, you erase it. And I did it on the wrong layer. Oh well. Alright, cool. So, since that we've now done the part that we need to do, we are gonna put a next color up, and that's gonna be the lighter one. We have half an hour left. That is doable. That's doable. So we need to get the lighter color. So we have gray. Oh no, it's gray. Well, you know, gray up like this, gray up like this, and then we can now get the gray up party like this, and then we can draw a line like, ooh, that's too white. That's not what I want. It is a really cool color, but it's not what I want. Gray up. That's a cool color. That's a nice old-fashioned color that I want. Alright, so that's the thing that we want. Well, then we're gonna go for that. Now, you would say like, wait a minute, hold on a second. So, why are we doing this in grayscales and this doesn't look like an obsidian? Yes, it does not. But that's where we're gonna do a filter on this, because I'm terrible at, picking up colors correctly. So yeah. After some time, we are gonna go for, a nice little rock appearance. So that's what I'm gonna do. We're gonna add these colors to it, and then, eventually we're gonna add some more. Of course, not all of this is gonna be, fancy dancy dooshy dansky, but yeah. Of course, we don't light up everything. That's stupid. So yeah, we're only gonna light up the parts that we need. Most of this is, just merely touching the ground, or, well, it's not always everything. Let's see. So, yeah. It's quite important that we are able to figure out like what it needs to be, and we actually need to go to 1, I believe then. Right? Yes, we need to, because we're working on lighting. Well, not lighting, more like getting the color up and running. So, for instance, here is a little bit of light. You can already see where we need to put it. You don't have to put it everywhere. You need to put it on the parts that are, not gray. So you have the dark parts that we don't want to touch. we have the light parts that are here, for instance, and that causes the effect that we need. Of course, sometimes it's a little bit too much, so we need to get the blending tool up, but not always. And the more shaping it has, the better the better the stuff it, and the better the look of it is. So yeah. Of course, this is all lighting up. So if we can see it now, that is the effect that we have. Oh, that looks quite cool. That already looks quite cool. It's not, fully done, but looks already great. Looks already great. It's getting there, It's getting the effect that I want. It has the texture that I need. It has the effect that I want. The only downside is it is not the right color, so we're gonna add up the colors sooner or later. Because this color scheme is not yet fully done. Also, we don't have the cracks on, lighting up. So we don't have the light up cracks that we need. Well, we do have it sooner or later once the lighting is up. Then we have these crack effects that give up lighting. Because, this hair does light up some bit. And the more the more we light up, the better it gets. The more texture we light up, the more feeling, the more better the feeling of the the rock is gonna get. Damn it. So yeah, so you probably wondering like, why are we doing this right now like this? Because, there must be an easier way of this. Yeah, maybe. I have not yet discovered it yet, so that's why I'm doing it like this. And well, it's just little highlights don't make any problems. They're just little highlights that are on a texture. It's not like highlights in the drawing itself, so it's not a lighting up or shading up or darkening up, that kind of approach. And of course, we don't want to have these grayscales. We actually want to have it a little bit darkened up soon, because this doesn't look well. It does look like rock. It doesn't look like charcoal. So we need to figure out like what kind of color does look like charcoal, and then we add that color to it, and then everything that's in the drawing pile of this is gonna look like charcoal, which is the whole idea. That's why I'm not changing it up, because we know this color. We know how to draw a rock color. We know how to draw a rock color. We just don't know how to draw a charcoal color. So if we find out how to do that, if we find out which color that is, we know how to do that. And then we can say like, oh, you know what? I want everything to be more like that. And then we get the right amount of color that we want, because we have then the whole light out. Everything will be changing to that color. Not to the color in such a degree, but more like, the highlights will change to the respective color that is in that color scheme. Boom. Therefore, we have one fly in one go. And it's much better if a fly is captured quite quickly, because the more flies, the worse it gets. All the buzzing noises, all those nasty little buggers looking like they are planning something, like. Also need to make sure that I have that color there. So, yeah. Coloring things up, lighting things up, creates already a rocky feeling to it, which is the important part. And then, once we're done with the excess color, so once we're done with this color, we actually need to have like another color on it. And it's like, oh well, that looks awesome. So now we only have like the shading. Now we only have like the highlighting colors and the darker color, and then we need to also have the. Oh, look at that! I believe I did not do shading here. It's not that important. No. That part is in the background, so it should be fine. Alright. And then we're gonna go up here. Of course, we're gonna make sure that we have like the blending tool up, so that this ain't gonna be looking like a nightmare. It's quite funny how much how much the lighting actually causes the whole drawing to be looking like actual rocks. It's quite cool. It's a rocktastic experience, indeed. And you see, that's why I like this so much. It does create the effects that I want, and the more I do it, or well, the more stuff I draw, well, the more I draw, the better I get at it, and that's the whole idea of it. Of course, we need to make sure that we have that we need to have some blending in there, because it looks like some things are like forced to be highlighted, and that is I think that we want to be not having. So yeah, that's what we're gonna do. It's quite cool looking now already, I must say. It's quite impressive. So yeah. And then, you know, once this is done, we can just change up the color a little bit, and it should be fine. I'm gonna show you soon what I mean. It's quite funny how these rocks are like, you know, all lighting up because of the amount of stuff I did. Also, the red really helps. It really highlights the rocks amount. So, since we now have that, yeah, downwards. See, I missed some parts here. Alright, now we are gonna put this. Whew, we want to have the whole group then, right? No, we don't want to have a whole group. We want to have a group in a group. We want to have this into a group. Quick group. We want to have all these bad boys into it, except the layers. Except the drawing layers, right? So we want to get rid of that. And we want to get rid of that. These are the two line layers, yes. Alright. Now we want to have a property on this layer style, yes. Now we want to have a color overlay. And then we want to have not white. We want to have charcoal black. So charcoal black is this. No. This. Alright. Wait, I can. Oh wait, I can put the I can put a color code into it. Alright. Charcoal black color code. Thank you. Charcoal black color code. It's hashtag no, screw you, don't need you. Hashtag tree. So 4 times 3, right? 6 times 3. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 3. Charcoal black. Look at that. I have my charcoal black. I can put it even I can put it even darker if I want to. That's too dark. Well, is that a good one? Or is this the one? Eh. Eh. That's the better one. And look at that! I have my charcoal black. Oh snap! I told you it would work. I'm greatest. Yeah. Alright. Awesome. Awesome. Alright. See? This is how you do things. Alright? This is how you fucking do things. Also, now that the charcoal black is there, the colors also has changed. As you can see, the colors of the charcoal black are now representing the colors that we need for the next time we're gonna use the charcoal black, which is fucking amazing. So now we're gonna look at the total look of it and see if it fits the drawing. Yes, it does. Huh, what a surprise. I didn't know. Oh. Alright, so that's how we do it. We totally went from a rock color to a charcoal black color because we didn't know how to get to the charcoal black color, so now we did it, and we even highlighted it without any problems whatsoever or changing the colors by hand because we used just a layer option. Alright. And now we need to save this before we are even gonna be continuing this. I am so fucking happy right now that is successful. Alright. Now since we have done that, what am I want to do now? I actually want to fill up the. Yeah, I think I want to do that instead. So now we've done that, we are actually gonna be going to. No, I'm looking for a particular. No, not that one yet. No, that one either. Yes, that one. Alright, cool. So now that we have done that, I actually want to fill up the amount of stuff that we have here. So I actually want to fill up this drawing. It's funny how the eye is actually not separated. But this is. What the? So why is then this on that one? Huh. Alright, cool. So I want to fill up this. I want to fill up this part with the amount of textures that I would need. So that needs to be above it. Does that need to be above it? No. Yes, it needs to be above it. It needs to be connected to this layer. No, not that one. Wait a minute. This layer? No, that's the color layer. Where's the skill layer then? Is this fully the skill layer then? Is this the full? No, it is not. Then it is this one. No. Alright. Which one is it then? Is it this one? Yes. No. This one. Yes. Alright, cool. Wait, so this is all not connected to the. Ooh, that's all there. Alright. Alright. Now I'm gonna put a second one here up there. How do we do this? I want to draw here. I don't want to see this. I don't want to see. I don't want to see this one. No, that one I do want to see. I want to see this. That is the. No, that's the color for the eye. No, that's not what I want. Sorry, I'm a little bit off, but yes, that is the thing. That is the thing that I want to see. Yes, thank you. Because I need to actually redo that. Alright, so we've done that now. We can see how we did it. Now we can just casually draw on this. So again, pick up the pencil, get to the right amount of size, I believe it was 3 that we want. Yes, 3. There you go. Go back to black because we don't want to have charcoal black now. And then we should be fine. All right. So now we can start on this bad boy. So, I actually don't want to see colors, so I want to get to here, and I want to no, that's the one that I want, so I need color out. No, I need to color out, please. That is this one right here. These two. Yes, thank you. Now I can see stuff. Thank fucking God I can see stuff. Alright. But this one actually needs to be underneath this. Yes, so I do need to do this. I do need to do this. But alright, so yes. Alright, then this will work. Because I don't want to have it underneath this one. Because that will be creating, otherwise I won't have a color, because then I need to be working on the erasing part, and that is not what I wanted. Alright, that's enough for explaining for that. Don't want to be explaining too much. So as you can see, we're just going to be casually doing this again. And because we have a problem, the main problem that we had was that some of the drawings that I did, like over there, don't look quite well. The scales are too big, so we want to fix that. And to fix that, we need to actually have the uppercase up, so that we can then implement that as well on the lowercase of the drawing. Do I have a feeling that I'm drawing too little? Yes, I do. Upgrading it to maximum. Yes, there you go. Much better. So yeah, what a lovely day today, isn't it? Able to finish off my charcoal. Oh. It makes me very happy upon that. Well, I'm actually quite fucking happy right now that is actually succeedable. So yeah, we made ourselves a good old-fashioned charcoal look. Of course, charcoal black is different than, normal black, because charcoal black is, it has this nice little feeling to it. Oh my God, I could even make it lighting up like fire. Do I want that? Yes, I do. That will be later. First I will finish this. Then we're gonna be going straight back to the charcoal project. Well, to the charcoal. And get it up. Lighting up like a true hellfire. Oh yeah, baby. That's what we're gonna do. Looks like I mistake. Yeah, looks like I made a mistake on this one. Oh my God. Yep, making mistakes is a good thing, because then you learn. If you don't make mistakes, you don't learn. And if you don't learn, then, well, it sucks to be you. Because learning is important. Everybody is able to learn things. Even though, it's maybe simple, like walking or, talking. That's easy. Learning is all there. But knowing when to do things is important also. Wisdom is important. Intelligence is important. Charisma, also. Being able to talk your way out of a conversation is a really nice thing to have. Also being able to persuade, or, being very persuasive is a thing. Alright, that looks more like the skin I used to see back in my day. Back in my day, that was the best kind of skin I ever could say so. Nay, it looks like a terrible job. Mamma mia. I'm not doing great. Alright. And we need to get it over like this. Thank you. This is just, we oh wait, it's already 5 minutes in. 50 minutes in. Oh boy, oh boy. Well, look at that. Look at the time flying. It always happens when I have my best of fun. Or, getting better knowledge. I guess that's the thing too. God damn it. This is why this morning. I have like really gapping moments. Alright, cool. Cool. Save that bad boy up. Alright already. What a good day. We finished off the charcoal and we did everything we needed. So, good news. We can now continue tomorrow with the charcoal, or I'm gonna be doing this first. I think I'm gonna do this first because it's quite important either. It's quite important as well. So, I wish you all a lovely day about that. And thank you all for watching. And I'll see you all next time. Until then, I wish you all a lovely day. And bye!